Hey, Creative Mamas, it's Kamela here from Creative Moms Decant. So I have my Polymer Clay out today, and I am going to show you how to make some oven-baked clay earrings. Let's go.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me.
So it had been a while since I've played in oven-baked clay, and I must say I am having so much fun with it, which is why I decided to create a little bit more and share a few things, few tips and tricks as we go here. So this is just a kit off of Amazon. Amazon sells it, 42 oven-baked clay colors, and the reviews were really good. The one thing the reviews said is they're small, and they are. But I find for earrings, I would rather have lots of colors on a small amount than, different. I'm loving having all the colors. But anyway, so National Donut Day is what inspired me to pull these out. So I've made two little Foodie miniatures. And then I've also made some earrings while I had it out. And that's what I want to show you today. I make small ones because I like them small, but I want to show you a few things that I did to make these and that they're super easy. So one thing when you're working with clay, I even removed my rings. You don't want anything that would drop any surface into it. And believe it or not, your rings do. So remove everything from your hands. I don't have a watch on or anything. And keep your surface really clean. So that's really hard for me because I play in glitter, and like just off camera here is one of these molds that still have glitter on it. So you need to be really careful with that. And especially as you're mixing colors, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see a little bit. I have these scraps down here. And so I always have a scrap piece of clay that I can use to pick things up as I go so that it doesn't transfer into whatever I'm working on. And just watch though, as your scrap clay starts picking things up, it will get on your fingers. So make sure you work really clean. Wet wipes are awesome for your fingers. I don't have a problem with any fibers getting on my fingers. And so I keep a wet wipe on my lap actually, just so that I can keep my hands really clean. And that little bit of wet wipe moisture is fine. So I just open these up. They don't dry out quickly, so don't stress about working this even all day or even an overnight. They won't dry out that quickly. They really have to be baked. So I just have it out in my craft room, which is dangerous. Working this at the kitchen table is a little bit smarter. I worked some of these in the kitchen because I did not want all this glitter that I have back here. You know, I'm a glitter person. So, but you just break off a chunk and you can always just add it back on, and it's going to be really hard. You're going to feel like it's dried out, but just keep playing with it and you'll find that it will soften up. So these beige colored tools came with the kit, and so did some of the earring blanks and some things to try. The first one I'm going to show you is how I did my cow or leopard print. And I recommend you work on saran wrap. It just helps keep things clean. So I'm just going to roll this out away from my other pieces until it's smooth. Tweezers are a great thing for getting things that get in. So even though I'm using saran wrap, I have a glitter filled office, so I'm constantly dealing with glitter. So I just want to roll this out smooth and to the thickness you like. My ears need really light earrings, so I do roll or tend to roll on the thinner side. And I also use these. These are actually pastry bag tips, and I'm using those to cut out my circle. So that's the size of mine. So that one I kept at the width that I wanted it to end up at. And this one I'm going to roll out super paper thin. And then we're going to grab pieces of this one and put it onto the circle, and it will, we'll have that pattern. And this is exactly how I did the cow one. So you just want this as thin as possible. It's also how I did the donuts and the liner on that cupcake. So I know those were really quick. It really isn't a long process, and I really find it very therapeutic. So let's just finish placing these, and then I'm going to punch out 3 circles using my pastry bag tips. I want to show you how to use gold leafing with polymer clay. So I'm rolling this out the same way we've done, just the thickness that you'd like. We're going to make those like silver ones up above me. And I'm just dotting on the gold leafing this time. So super easy, super fun. And I'm going to cut these into some fun shapes that can hang on like the J hooks for earrings. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I've got a few more things for you, and we're almost done with our polymer clay earrings and fun today. So I just used the scraps here to roll out some hooped earrings that I will also place on a J hook. So that was a fun way to use those scraps, and these were super cute earrings with a little twist at the top. We had to clean up everything for the next step. So I got everything out of the way and everything cleaned up. It's really important. I'm going to zoom you down here, and then we're going to get started. So I just made little circles and then used the green to make little flowers. I am working on a honeybee. I love these sculpting tools. They work great. These are the same tools I use for resin. And I just made some cute little embellishments. I have a plan for these. White clay is so difficult, so I had to get that out. The reason I cleaned everything up is because I'm going to play in glitter. I decided I wanted little pieces of this bee that I'm making to have glitter. So I put glitter in both the yellow and the white. And I'm basically using the same methods we've been using this entire time by rolling and, playing with this clay. I made a smaller circle and a bigger circle here out of that snake. And then I'm pushing that into my bee base. And I'm going to do basically the same thing with the yellow and kind of work that into it. And then flatten pieces of that out so that I can put the embellishments on my bee. And it was just a bigger circle and then a little circle for the head. That bigger circle, I just kind of ovaled out a little bit. So some super simple ways to play with clay. That is really all I've got for you. What a super fun way to just pull out some clay and even let kiddos play. This was in a very affordable kit and fun colors, and it bakes just like the directions say, super, super simple. So I would definitely say this is a fun project, and I'm excited about my new earrings. I'll share pictures of them on our Facebook group. Don't forget, any comments and joining our Facebook group will win you a prize. So we're doing that for the month of June. Have a joyful day, friends. Thank you so much for watching me play with clay today. Have a joyful day. Bye-bye.
With an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine.